Now today we're looking at the Bicycle Gentleman's playing cards. It's a bicycle deck that isn't just their standard mass-produced bicycle deck, which is fantastic because this deck, it looks like they put effort into. It has gold embossing, gold foil. It's a deck that's not the standard, so I really like this deck. And if you guys want to see why I like it so much, you got to subscribe, ring the bell, smash that like button, and drop a comment down below if you like just standard bikes or more customized bikes like this more. All right, let's get into this review right now. The Bicycle Gentleman's playing cards has this really cool white tuck box with a lot of gold foil, some of it being embossed and some of it not being embossed, and then the other color here is a really like blood red, which is kind of cool. It looks extremely elegant. Has your ace of spades here in the middle with a really cool design pattern behind it. You're clearly just your standard bicycle up at the top. Trusted since 1885. And then it has the G here in the middle for gentleman. It says gentleman at the bottom, and then a whole lot of artwork that I can't describe because there's just a lot. One side has a G in the middle, but then you have to flip it upside down to see that it says Dallas, Texas, and Gambler's Warehouse. Then on this side it has the G, but then you of course flip it over to see the rest of it says Made in USA and air cushion finish. The bottom is some ad copy, and then the back of the box is going to be the back design of the cards, I'm assuming. The top simply says Gentleman, and then the inside tuck flap has a little bit more ad copy for Bicycle. I don't know why that's not in focus. Let's get that so you guys can actually see that. There we go. The inside has two spade pips. I think that would have been cool if you would have done a reveal or something. And then the entire inside of the box, let me get to that. Set this over. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. There we go. The entire inside of the box is done, which is absolutely insane. That's a whole lot of extra work and money that would have had to come out of that. So they ended up losing a lot more money, or not gaining a lot more money, because they ended up putting so much work into this deck. So good job, Bicycle. I'm not usually a crazy Bicycle fan because it's just mass produced, but this deck I'm a big fan of, and I'll show you why that is right here. So first off, why the heck is the focus going out? There we go. Goodness gracious. So we have the same design except for the gold is basically just taken out. So we have the red and the white of the back design, which I've already went over. It's the two G's here, basically 4 circles in the corner, says gentleman here and here, and a lot of design that I can't go over really. So for fanning, it's going to look like a standard deck here, but the only thing I have a little bit of a problem with is you get like a lot of red here, and you get a cool design, and then it just like disappears in the middle, which really isn't my favorite. So you get like a fan on the outside and then no fan on the inside. I mean, it looks good and then it kind of just fades away, which is not really my favorite. But the design I do like this kind of blood red color. The deck doesn't look as elegant in color wise as the box does, but let's get into the cards. So we have a actual jester as our Joker, but instead of the thing that was around his neck has a bunch of G's on it for gentleman. It says Joker in both corners, says Gentleman, designed by Blackout Brother and blackoutbrothers.com. And we have them duplicated, but except for the one is in red and the other is in black and white. Then we have your Ace of Spades, which is the same one that is on the box in the back design. Well, not really the back design because it's not the front of the box, it's the back of the box. It just has your standard one that says Gentleman at the bottom. And I do like it has this line here. It has 3 on that one. Now remember that it has 3 at the bottom there, because other ones have had different ones for different ones, like the Mono X design. And then each of the actual numbers and letters, like the A or the J or whatever, have been extremely altered and thinned. They're extremely thin. Besides that, each of them are standard place, like not standard placement, not standard shape. Everything is completely customized. It's a bit of a deeper black too. Everything here looks extremely elegant, which is why it's the gentleman's deck. Everything is here, and this looks like the same red that is used on the back design, except for a little bit brighter. Besides that, here are your diamonds, and now your clubs, Now this reminds me so much of the SNL deck. It's really unbelievable. But it does look really good. I really do like this deck. Something I thought was kind of funny that they didn't change here was those 3 dots here, which like the Mono X deck had like 3 for one suit, 2 for another suit, 1 for another suit, and 4 for another suit. So you could look at this and also tell what that was. I kind of wish they would have done that. And that would have tied it in a little bit better, because it's kind of confusing why they just did 3. Then you also get a double backer and a duplicate King of Hearts. And that's what you get for this deck as far as the actual playing cards themselves go. Now let's look at how this deck handles. So it's printed on just a standard bicycle stock. So what you're going to get when you're normally expecting a bike deck is what you're going to get when you get this deck. Handles well, fans well, I'm assuming Pharaohs well. Maybe, if I can cut it right. It is rough on the edges, like most bike decks, which isn't my favorite. Yes, it does Pharaoh extremely well, extremely easily. Let's go with that. So that is what looks good. This is why I love this deck, because the giant fan looks fantastic. This band here down the middle, right here like this, makes that look so much better. That looks super good. Now let's get into the other way that it could Pharaoh, which is bottom to top. And then we'll do a bit of a cascade and see who would like this deck. So bottom to top is extremely easy. There's the cascade. So who would like this deck? Magicians should like this deck. Spectators will be able to easily identify what is what. I mean, you're not going to have to really wonder what that is. It's a 6 and a heart. You see 6 hearts. I mean, it's not standard placement, but it shouldn't be hard for the spectators to figure out. No, this is not a marked deck, for those of you who are asking. And then cardists, I could see cardists liking this deck. I really could. It's not like a standard deck that cardists would probably use, but I mean, I could totally see a cardist using this deck. Alongside that, gameplay, extremely easy. Collectibles, it has gold embossed foil as a bicycle deck, which is not standard. So if you like kind of weird bicycle decks or bicycle decks that are not standard, this one is definitely for you. So let me know if you're going to pick up this deck down in the comments. I will leave a link down in the description if you want to pick up this deck. And then alongside that, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because I come out with a new review every single week, every single Wednesday, 8 a.m. And on Sundays, I have a new video coming out, so make sure to get ready for that video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off.